Well, when you think NFL Combine, the first thoughts that come to mind for the average fan is the testing, the 40-yard dash specifically, along with the vertical jump, the weigh-in, the shuttle, all those things that the coaches are going to see and they're going to televise to show these guys' athleticism. But that's really only one day. There are 4 days at the NFL Combine, and each position group is given a different set of days. But only one of the 4 days is the actual testing inside Lucas Oil Stadium. The other 3 days involves medical examinations, whether it be x-rays, MRIs, CAT scans, you name it, visiting with team physicians from just about every NFL team, multiple physicians from every NFL team. You have meetings every night with teams, and between the interviews with the position coaches of these teams, the media interviews you're going to do, the medical examinations, and then the testing, which is always on the final day. It's a strenuous, difficult 4 days. But you tend to be well prepared for it because of what you've gone through in your experiences at Michigan State, and you know what it's like to deal with pressure. So I felt like not only myself, but all of the rookie class last year coming out of Michigan State excelled at the Combine and represented not only Michigan State but themselves very well. And I'm excited for these guys to be able to do that as well. I think Le'Veon is a special football player, and people may question his speed. They may question how short his career was here in terms of the years he was here, but there's nothing he can't do. He's proven he can run away from defenses. He's proven he can pass protect. He's proven he can catch the ball out of the backfield. And not only that, but he can do all these things better than people realize. And it's going to take him getting into a game in helmet and shoulder pads to really show what he can do. Le'Veon was not a major recruit, much like I was not a major recruit. But it took Le'Veon getting on the football field to show people how good of a football player he is. And regardless of his 40 time, regardless of how he tests in Indianapolis, he's going to have a tremendous football career as long as he carries himself like a professional. And I've learned that that's the key. Players get drafted, but the smart players last. And so as long as he and these other rookies study, work, prepare, and carry themselves like a professional does, they're all talented enough to last in the NFL a long time. I don't know with Dion Sims if there's anything he can't do. His size enables him in the run game to be a force, and he moves people off the line of scrimmage. And he has some of the best hands in terms of catching the football that I've ever been around. And I've been around some good receivers, but Dion's may be the best I've ever seen. So between that size and yet that finesse to catch the football, he's tough to stop. And it's just a matter of finding a team that's going to utilize those skills, put him to work. And again, as long as he's willing to put the work in himself, be accountable, be proactive to develop himself, both he and Le'Veon, I believe the sky's the limit, and good things are going to happen for both of them. Well, I think Will has all the tools. When you go to a combine, that's made for Will Gholston. He's going to shine great. I don't think coaches are worried about his combine testing. I think they're going to take a look at the interviews and say, get to know him as a person. Let's open him up and see what's inside. And I think there's a lot there. I think Will mature and continue to mature. You got to understand, he only was at Michigan State for 3 years. He came in as an 18-year-old. He's much younger leaving Michigan State than I was leaving Michigan State. So there are still many years to mature. But I think Will, again, surrounding himself with the right people, will be just fine. And he'll have a tremendous career. But he certainly has everything inside in terms of the athletic ability to be a dominant force, both as a pass rusher and as a run stopper. And I think whoever gets him is going to be really excited about what they have in him going into this next season. Johnny's special. Again, a guy I think is underrated. He's a little bit more slender than your typical NFL cornerback, but he's a fighter, and he doesn't play like he's too small. He's tough, he's fast, he has a swagger about him that you want to see in a corner. He's okay being put on an island. He's mentally tough, he's going to work. Another guy who got his degree while he was here and finished the right way academically. So I'm excited about Johnny. I think he's the kind of guy who whatever challenge gets thrown in front of him, he's going to overcome it, and he's going to keep pushing, and you can't hold Johnny down. So what I'm excited about with these 4 potential draft picks in this rookie class coming out of Michigan State is whoever gets them is going to be really excited about what they get, whether it's a 6th-round pick, a 1st-round pick, anywhere in between, free agent. Whoever gets them is going to say, boy, we got to steal wherever we got him, because these guys all have special ability. And I think back to these 4 guys, and I remember so many times at Michigan State saying to myself, man, I'm glad they're on my team. I'm glad I don't have to watch Le'Veon Bell running against our defense, and I'm glad I don't have to watch Johnny Adams across the ball covering my receivers, and I'm glad I don't have to see Dion Sims going down the middle catching passes, and I'm really glad I don't have to see Will Gholston coming off the edge trying to knock my head off. But the reality is I'm probably going to have to see these guys someday on Sundays going against me, And I think the ultimate compliment to them is how nervous that makes me, because I know how good they are. And to be honest, I don't want to see them on the other side of the football like I may have to do.